What's up, guys? How is it going? My name is Fedor, and on my left, there's smiling, lovely, beautiful young lady. Your name is
Victoria.
And coming from the new setup, we will
answer all your questions.
Hey, so Victoria posted a picture on Instagram with a question. What did you ask?
I asked, me and Fedor are doing a Q&A in our next video, so ask all the questions that you want to know about us, all the new fans that are just coming onto our page and not knowing a lot about us.
Yes.
This is for you.
Yes, and so we have it right in front of us right there.
Yes.
So are you going to just feed them to me, whatever is
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's still like going as we speak. So the first question is, does Victoria watch Be Fluent in Russian to learn?
No, psych. Go ahead.
I was about to say
I'm like, every time I'm making you a video, I ask Victoria, have you watched it? No, not yet. No, not yet. No, not yet.
You know what it is? I'm a little slower than the rest of your Be Fluent class that's on there learning Russian. So yes, I would say I do learn.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Of course, yeah.
I watch the cartoon, like every time they translate the little Russian cartoons into English, I am the first one that's watching it. But as of like Fedor's videos and like his YouTube channel, I'll probably be the last to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, with Be Fluent in Russian, you know, for all of you guys who don't know, it's I have a channel which is teaching Russian, and it's not like if you miss a video, then, you know, it's not time sensitive. You can watch it in a year, in 2 and 4 and 5, because Russian language doesn't change that fast.
Exactly.
So you can really watch it anytime you want. So there's no like rush with that. But for sure, Victoria is watching it, and you know. Yeah,
and I feel like I'm a little past the basics when you first start. For his class, you're teaching the basics. So and why would I stay on there if I can just learn from him directly? Next one is, hi Fedor, if you would invent a non-existent scientific product for Afro hair, what would it be? What would it be?
Well,
that's a good question.
That's a good question that I don't have the answer to, because I don't know. I mean, I kind of know what the struggles are. I think I would invent a product that keeps your curls. You can wear your hair out without, it's not going to ever get damaged. It's not going to get frizzy. It's not going to get all swirled up. You can get in the water with it, and your hair is going to stay the same. And
oh my gosh!
Just pretty much, you can put it in, wear it out. You don't have to wear any protective hairstyles for it to look good.
Amen.
And it's going to increase the speed of the growth of the hair. That'll be my product.
Okay.
Sign up. I'm going to start a GoFundMe for $150 a piece. Link is in the... No.
So question for you. Would this product be a spray, a gel? Would it be like a spray and then you're ready? Or would it be a gel that you put in your hair?
No, it will be a pill. That changes your genes. That your hair's going to have a certain gene to them. You take it once, that's it. You're done for the rest of your life.
Like, what do you mean? You take it once and then you, like, your curls are flourishing?
Yes. And
I like that.
They'll not get damaged, and there's no side effects. Next question is...
Do you believe in traditional roles where a man is exclusively the provider?
Go ahead.
You want me to answer?
Yes.
I actually do. I'm very old school. So, but I'm also going to add like my little sense. So I do believe that a man should provide. I don't believe that a man should be sitting on his ass, like not doing anything.
Yes.
So I've just always been a firm believer that the man makes it doesn't even have to be the most amount of money, but he's actually making money. He actually has goals for himself, because that's how my father was, and that's what I grew up looking at.
I agree.
Now, for traditional roles as a woman, yes, I also do believe that. Like, my mom raised me old school. I cook, I clean. I actually cook everything from scratch. I literally scrub the floors, like, and
the floors. Questionable.
Okay, questionable on the floors. The counters, yes. The floors, I hate doing the floors, but everything else, yes. So I do believe in that traditional mindset that if Fedor is, you know, out working all day, then best believe I'm going to have our house looking clean, squeaky clean, and I'm going to have his food on the table when he gets home, you know? And I just believe that because that's how my parents raised me. Do you believe that?
I believe it 100%. That's the same thing that happened in my family as well. My mom also worked, so it doesn't mean that a woman should always be in the house just, you know, doing everything for the husband. No.
Yeah, I don't believe that,
A man should provide and protect. Provide when it comes to the finances, and provide the good lifestyle, make key decisions for the family. Of course, not forcing that onto the wife and say, okay, we're going to do this, no question, right?
Yeah.
Of course, it should be a dialogue. Of course, a man should be considerate. So when it comes to provide and protect not only from the outside dangers, but also to comfort his family, his wife and his kids. So his family can feel safe, he can feel heard, can feel mentally protected and mentally sound. But I think if a husband is forcing things onto the family, then it's not going to be as healthy.
Okay. Yeah, and I feel like we figured out in our relationship, like, who irons the clothes, who folds clothes, him. Like, I hate doing that stuff. So he does do some stuff around the house. It's just I take more of that load. Yeah, it's
a dialogue, but at the end of the day, I think for a man, at least for me and for the majority of people that I know, for them to feel in control and to feel like a man, they have to be in control and make key decisions. That's when a man, in my opinion, feels truly like a man in control, assertive, and very, strong.
Yeah, I agree, baby. And then I would say the next question to just follow up on that is what we do for a living, because I don't know, like, I don't think we ever talked about this, because we our channel just went from college to graduate school and then to just working.
So what we do for a living, from my side, I have an online business with teaching Russian, and that's how I bring money to the table. Since it's our business, we're doing pretty well for ourselves. Yeah. So it's pretty nice. What do you do for us?
So I do a whole lot. So I'm actually in an event, I guess, manager or coordinator for, I don't really want to say the company because it's kind of like, not exclusive, but like, I work with high people. So like music videos, I'm on set, basically making sure that their footage is not leaked to the press. So that's what I'm doing. Whether it's, I've worked on the past on a lot of music videos, a lot of film sets, a lot of premieres. Yes. And I'm like the little person that's like dressed up nice, greeting the, I guess you would say, famous people or the people in the movies, making sure
and the staff as well.
And the staff as well. That works on it, making sure that nobody's like too crazy, none of the fans are too crazy on them, and no one's trying to take the picture and leak it, and letting them know that they're at this event. So it's kind of like exclusive events, and it ranges from a lot of topics. It could be celebrity weddings, it just doesn't even matter. So that's what I was doing before quarantine hit. Right. But unfortunately, like, I'm not doing that now because a lot of things are closed in LA. Yeah,
there's no premieres or anything going on right now.
There's no premieres or anything. And then on the other side, I used to work on set as well, but as an actress. But I mean, that's on hold as well. Yeah. So my work is honestly on hold, but Fedor is literally holding down the fort for the family right now. So,
and both of us, we forgot to mention, both of us are also working for Victoria's parents for their acting school.
Oh my gosh,
and almost forgot
We're literally their CEOs of their acting school.
We pretty much help them, run their business. Of course, they are the face of it. They're the teachers. We are like behind the scenes helping them
doing
organize
all the
everything.
Technical stuff, doing all the social media stuff for my parents' business. For those of you guys don't know, they own a lot of acting schools, and my dad is our director, and my mom is an actress, and they travel around the world teaching acting classes. So we help with basically getting them, on the move and for people to know more about them. So moving on to the next question.
Do your parents intend to visit Russia?
So I guess you're asking my parents.
Yeah, because my parents are in Russia right now. And my parents already visited the U.S. 2 times. Yeah. And now it's your parents' turn to come out to Russia.
Yeah, yeah.
Do they have a plan to come to Russia?
You already know this. We would literally just talk, like...
Tell the fans.
So we were having a family meeting, and my parents really want to come to Russia. We were planning for them to come to Russia. I'm not going to say when, but like sooner than later. But then this corona happened, so we kind of just had to put everything on hold. But we had big plans for my parents to come to Russia. My dad has actually been to Russia.
Long time ago, though.
A long time ago. He's been twice.
Anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't count because he didn't know Fedor, he didn't know his family, and he didn't go to his city. My dad only went to Moscow. So my mom and my sister really want to go, and we hope that we can make that happen
soon, because they'll love it for sure.
Yes.
Get to see my side of the world. I'm going to show them around.
And our parents get along. Like, they're really, really good friends, and that just makes us feel so much better, like when we have family gatherings. So we're excited about that.
What is the one thing you love the most about each other? What I love the most about you is...
That's a good
What I love about you is that.
Think hard on this one.
I mean, there's a lot of things, but I think that you make me feel good, and you make me just. I don't know how to describe that, but it's just I feel safe. I feel good with you, and that I don't need anything else, like any other people, really, for me to be alright. I think that's.
Wiping it off for because I have lipstick.
Yes. What's your thing?
I would say the same thing. Like a big thing for me in our relationship was to feel at home. Whenever I'm with you, wherever we are in the world, I always feel at home, and you just always make me feel loved. I feel like we work very hard to give each other our love languages because our love languages are very different. Yes. I'm more of touch, and he is more of like quality time.
Yeah, when she's coming over to hug me, I say,
like he doesn't like all that affection, but I am actually starting to like all that affection.
Starting? When are you gonna finish liking it?
No. When we first started dating, you were the affectionate one.
For the first week, maybe.
No, you weren't.
Yes, for the first
couple of years, you were the affectionate one, and I wasn't. And
okay,
then
maybe.
I fell in love with you, and then it kind of switched.
Moving on.
you make me feel at home. You make me feel loved, and I just always have fun with you. I feel like you're the funniest person ever, and if you weren't funny, we would never work. We would never work.
I agree. If you were too up your A,
sometimes
you get up your A a little bit.
Not keep it quiet. I feel like we work because we don't take each other seriously. Like if he tells me I'm looking crazy in a hot mess, I'll be like, you looking crazy in a hot mess. Like we just go back at each other.
All right, next question is, how did you? Okay, for Victoria, go ahead.
This is a lot. Okay, for Victoria, how did you know he liked you? White guys look at me a lot but never approach.
They might just be looking at your appearance.
You know what?
Looking doesn't mean show interest, really.
But this is a good question because I actually wasn't sure when we first, I think, met, like the first 3 times, if you genuinely liked me or if you just wanted a black experience, right? That's what I thought. But then when I figured out he wasn't American, I was like, oh, he has nothing. He doesn't even know anything about that, because a lot of times, white American men that would like me, they would just, stereotype me or just want a black experience. So I
want to date a black girl just for
the
fact of it. Right?
Yes, exactly. And I think I knew when Fedor really liked me was like our 4th time talking, and we went to Hampton University. We were out on the waterfront and we talked all night, and we really got to know each other. And we were asking deep questions. You remember? We're asking deep questions, and it wasn't in his character to just want to just date me, like he was dating my soul. Like he was really into me,
What?
What? I'm rambling.
I understand though.
I'll cut that out.
No, you don't cut that out.
No.
You saw that I wasn't just interested in you for something
appearance,
physical.
Looks, but you weren't just interested in me for that. You were interested in me because you really enjoyed the conversation and you wanted to know more about who I was. Yes. And I feel like when we figured out, oh, that's what we want in life, family, we want to both be working, we want kids. Yeah. All of our stuff was lining up that night, and I was just like, wow, he actually is into me, and it's not just into how I look.
I think if you're careful, you will see those people right off the bat. You will see a person who's just trying to get with you just to date you. It's not only just about black, white, or whatever. You can see the people only dating you for the one night stand or whatever. It's pretty clear after you talk to them and stuff that you see their intentions.
Yeah, that would be my advice. Talk to them.
Yep.
Don't be guessing. Be like, look, is this what you want? Because this is what I want. And if it doesn't line up, peace.
But she said that the white guys only look at her, but never approach. Well, they're just not interested like that then.
Yeah, and if they don't approach, look, I always say
move on.
Yeah, move on. Or I approach Fedor. But I wasn't approaching to get at you. I just approached you because I thought you were hot, and I was like, maybe you need help. But hey, girls can also approach guys too, and get to know them. So that's
approach them, but don't chase them. Next question is, where do you plan to live in the future?
So we actually pray that in the future that we will be able to live in Europe.
Yes.
I'm not sure where yet, but Europe is definitely our destination because we'll be in the middle of both sides.
Yes.
Fedor will be in, his family's from Russia, my family's from America.
And we can be in the middle to travel left, right, and get to our families,
Yes, and it's
raise our kids in the multicultural
world.
like
that's how I want to raise my kids. I lived abroad when I was a teenager, so that I've always wanted to go back there.
Victoria loved London.
Yeah.
She loved it, and
I loved everywhere. London, Spain, like everything. Croatia, Dubrovnik.
Yeah, I think living in the UK would be easier because we already speak English. It's going to be easier to live there.
Yeah.
But we'll see where we go.
Wherever God takes us.
That's our plans, and we're going to keep you guys updated. You're going to be the first to know.
Yes.
All right, next one. What's your favorite thing about traveling together as a couple? I think the best thing is that we get to experience a new world together, and we get to explore it together. When we went to Moscow and St. Petersburg, I'd never been there like that as a tourist. Never been to St. Petersburg, been to Moscow for one day, flew in, flew out. But that time we went, we truly got to experience both cities together and walk around, see new architecture, see new foods, see new people, and just explore it together. I think it's the best thing.
Yeah.
You know, when you have somebody to share the moment with, it's always the best. When you're by yourself, I mean, there are a lot of
some people are solo travelers
out there. I'm like, how do they do it?
I'm not the one.
How do they do it? But just sharing the experience together, I think is the best thing. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think my favorite thing is just trying different foods with you because we're both foodies. We like to eat. We like to be fat.
As you can tell.
Seeing both of us. Seeing new places, like you said, and I would say just soaking in the moment. No matter how much money we spent on the trip, just knowing that we'll have these memories forever.
Yes,
that's like my favorite part.
Yes, I agree. Next up is: do you think you could remain a couple if Victoria had no interest in learning Russian? So I guess that's more for me.
That's for you.
I think if you had no interest in learning Russian, I think that's a sign that you really are not into my culture, which is a bad sign, you know?
Yeah.
That you don't want to learn about me and more, you know?
Yeah.
I hate when people go to, like, if one person is from, let's say, Russia, and a wife goes to Russia and she doesn't speak a word, or not even trying to speak a word. I think that's a little bit disrespectful.
Yeah,
I think
do
that
too.
You could at least learn a little bit too.
Yeah, at least hello and goodbye, and how are you? Like,
and show interest in learning the culture.
Yeah.
Because you're learning how my parents live, how my family lives.
So answer the question first.
I don't think so. I think that
okay.
that would be a sign early on that you really don't have an interest in who I am, you know, as my origin, as where I grew up and stuff. Yeah. And I think that's just a sign that you're really not interested in me truly.
I totally agree. I feel like if you were so closed off, because when me and Fedor first met, your English was not that great.
Thanks.
But what I really liked about you is you wouldn't stop trying. You wouldn't stop trying to speak English, even if you would say the wrong words, even if they would sound so funny, even if I would laugh.
Sometimes it's still so funny.
It's so funny. He's still learning words and says words wrong, and I just die laughing. But the same way is for when I speak Russian, or when we speak Russian at home, I'll be saying some stuff that doesn't even make sense, and he'll just die laughing. So the same is for me. If you had no interest in learning English, how would that work?
Yeah,
we would speak.
Yeah.
Like, it just wouldn't work. So I feel like the reason why we work is because I am so interested in in his culture.
I think it's a respect thing.
Yeah, and it's just out of respect. His mom only speaks Russian. She is learning English, but she
can speak much better.
She is. I'm so proud of her. But I just felt as a respect because I'm married. I was going to say I'm marrying her son, but because I'm married to her son now, out of respect to have a better relationship with her, I knew I had to learn Russian. It's mandatory. Yes. Yeah. So.
And I really appreciate that. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for asking those wonderful questions, deep questions, and we're gonna see you in the next one very soon.
Yes. Thank you for watching. Пока-пока.